Yeah, we completed coordinate geometry in the last class, and then we moved on to triangles, but we will complete coordinate geometry for you also. And then we can move on to triangles also. What about you, Sir? Any doubts that you made a note of? I did ask you to make a note of, doubts from triangles.
No doubts.
No
No
doubts.
doubt.
How can that be, man? You need to have some doubts.
Next time.
Next time, that is not good. That is not good. See, when do you have your pre-boards?
Sir, 9th December.
9 December. Yeah. How long
Yes.
do we have? Then we have almost a month and 10 days. Or what? Not we have the whole month of November, 10 days day, and then 10 days here. 50 days. We have 50 days, right? We went over examples yesterday, so I believe you guys are not doing examples in school, right, Saad? Did you work on
Yes.
examples in school?
No. No,
No.
sir.
So you need to go over examples also, right? The NCRT, the CBSE board paper won't really, make a distinction between examples and exercises. Everything that is a part of NCRT will come in the paper. There's a high chance that it will. Okay. So in the
Yes.
last class, we were supposed to discuss example number 8, but we could not, right? From triangles.
Sir.
So until me and Zeb get over coordinate geometries, last exercise, you complete example number 8. Okay, go over the example. That example has a lot of information and a lot of things that we discussed in the last class. Median is a concept there that is being used. Okay, with this, I believe we will get on a normal pace, on the same page, every one of us, whenever Umair will join us. So, is triangles done for you, Zeb, in class, in school? Zeb, am I, please let me
Sir,
know.
am I audible?
Yes, yes, you're audible. Is triangles done for you in school? Have you guys
Yes.
completed triangles? Yes, you're done with triangles, right? Okay, so let us get done with coordinate geometry and exercise. Any doubts from coordinate geometry, Zeb?
No.
No? Okay, so exercise 7.2 is dealing with section formula. Okay, now section formula is all about sections. As the formula sounds, the ring of the form, the name itself. Okay, let us imagine we have 2 points. Okay, today's date is 18th, and then the month is uh, 10th. Instead of 10th, let's go for 25. So let's say we have 2 points, a 1 comma 8, and then we have a point 2 comma 5. Okay, now these points are going to be on the coordinate axis in this way. A would be, let's say, here 1 comma 8, and then B would be 2 comma 5. So B would be somewhere here, let's say, right? This would be B. Now, this particular point A and B is going to be joined by a line. If we connect these 2 points, we will have a line, right? Now, over this line, we are going to discuss something called section formula. What section formula basically talks about is that this particular line that is joined between 2 points A and B, the basic situation is always going to be about 2 points. Okay. So these 2 points, now if I have, now let us imagine these 2 points are lying like this, A and B. Okay, so if I have these 2 points, now I can divide this point, or I can make a section out of these points in many ways. I can say that this point is divided, the line joining these 2 points is divided midway, halfway, right? So if I say that, then the point would be a midpoint. I can call this a midpoint, right? M would be the midpoint. Then the sections would be in equal ratio, right? The section AM and MB will be in the same ratio, 1:1, right? And I can also divide this in many other ways. I can say that I would be closer to A here, 1, and I can say that this would be 3. And let's say instead of this being a midpoint now, M, now this line joining AB is going to be divided by M in the ratio of 1:3, right? AM is equals to 3 times MB, right? AM by MB, not 3 times MB. 3 times AM is equals to 1 times MB. We can say this.
Yes, sir.
Does this make sense? How far have you come to come across coordinate geometry in school? Which exercise are you on right now?
No, sir, we didn't start. We have to start.
You started with?
The sports week is going on.
Okay. So you did not start the chapter yet?
Yes, sir. No.
Okay, okay. When is the sports week going to end?
So it may be next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Okay, we have a lot of time, then we can get ahead of the school schedule. Okay. Then, okay. So I can say this about this, that 3 times 3 parts of AM makes 1 part of B. I can say this. So I can say that M divides point M. Point M divides AB in the ratio 1:3. Okay, so this is going to be the basic terminology or the basic linguistics of this particular chapter here. And what we will be asked now, point M is going to have some coordinates, right? Point M will have some coordinates. Okay, Omer is with us. Okay, let me just speak to Omer. Omer, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. While me and Zeb discuss this particular section formula, I would like you to go across example number 8 in triangles. Okay. The one that we were going to take up yesterday, right? Example number 8. Did you go over it?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Do go over it, and also remember that do not skip examples from any chapter. Okay. What about your pre-boards? When are your pre-boards, Umair?
November last week was December first week.
Last week, which month? Which month are we talking about?
November last week, not December first week.
Okay, so everyone has their pre-boards by the start of December. All right, so do make sure that you don't skip examples. Okay, examples have some really good questions, and NCRT in the whole includes examples and exercise problems. Okay, Saad is also going over example number 8 right now. You do also do that. You also do the same. We will be done with coordinate geometry in all of us will be done with coordinate geometry, and then we will all be on the same pace with triangles. All right. Okay. Go over it. I will get back to you, both of you, by the in another 20 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Zaib. So this will be the basic terminology. So now here we spoke about point M, x comma y, and ratio. Now this ratio is now this ratio will also be known as M1 comma M2, not M1 comma M2. Ratios are generally written in M1 is to M2, M1 by M2, this form, all right, or M1 M is to N, or M by N. Okay, the NCRT uses M1 M2. Okay, so we will also use M1 M2. All right. What other thing we will understand here in this ratio here is m1 is to m2. I can write m1 by m2 is to m1, this thing here, and this whole thing will be represented as k is to 1. Okay, so we will have two unknowns here with us. Okay, one unknown is this uk is unknown. Okay, and this is going to be our second unknown. Okay, we will be given either one information, one unknown will be given to us, we will have information about that, and we will be asked to find the second unknown. We will be given the point m that divides ab in a certain ratio, and we will be asked to find that ratio, or we will be told that a certain point m is going to divide the is going to divide the is dividing ab, and we will have to find that ratio, or we will be told that point m divides in this ratio 1 is to 3, find the point m. Okay, so instead of talking it in a abstract sense, let us do a problem over it. Okay, we will take a, now we will have to have a formula. Okay, so if I have a point a x1 comma y1, okay, this is our point, this is our first point, and this is our second point x2 comma y2. Okay, and let us say our point p is going to be x comma y, and our ratio is going to be m is to n. Okay, now section formula says p x comma y, coordinates of p, the point p is going to be the point dividing a and b in ratio m is to n. Okay, this is what we are representing with the formula. So the coordinates of the point p are going to be written as this. Okay, m1 x2, remember this thing 1221 that we discussed in the last class. Okay, that is going to play a role here. m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, here the thing to be noted is that everything x1 x2 y1 y2 and x comma y and m and n are all going to be integers. Okay, m1 y2 m2 x m2 y1 divided by, all right. So basically what we are saying is these are the coordinates. This is the x coordinate, of p, and this is y coordinate of p. When we simplify this fraction, we will get some value or even a fractional value of the coordinate, right? So this is going to be our formula. Okay, now let us take a sum from NCERT. Okay, is this visible, Zeb?
Yes, sir.
Yep. So here we are being told find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining 4 comma minus 3 and 8 comma 5 in the ratio 3 is to 1. So here first of all we will always denote the points a comma b or with whatever letters you want to represent, but first of all we will say we will we will describe the given information. This is this and this is this. Ratio is 3 is to 1. So this is m1 m2 or m is to n, whichever one you would like to call it. Okay, now these are the known things. This is the first known. Now second unknown is p x comma y. We need to find the coordinates of a point. So basically if we look at from a graphical sense, we are being told that this point p, this point is we are given 2 points a comma b and b a comma b. Okay, we are being told that this is being divided in a certain ratio 3 is to 1. Okay, a certain point is dividing. Now you need to find that particular point that is dividing these 2 points. The given points here are 4 comma minus 3 and 8 comma 5 in the ratio 3:1. Okay. So if we substitute the values here and look at it once from a very basic sense, this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2, this is m1, and this is m2. Okay, if we substitute it into the formula now, we will have our p. Okay, now m1 is 3 and x2 is 8. M1 x2 plus m1 y x1 divided by 3 plus 1. Okay, m1 y2 is 5 plus 1 into minus 3 divided by 3 plus 1. Okay, now let us simplify this. This is 24 plus 4 by 4, and this is 15 minus 3 by 4. So this is going to be 28 by 4 is 7, and then 15 minus 3 is 12. 12 by 4 is 3. Okay, so this is going to be p x comma y, meaning the coordinates of p is going to be x and of y is going to be 3. Okay, now this is the thing. Now we found the coordinates. Okay, now instead of finding the coordinates, let us say that we are given this information: a 4 comma minus 3, b 8 comma 5, and we are given 7 comma 3. Okay, this we are given this information. Now this is the first known value. Now we are being asked to find the ratio. Find ratio. Okay, to find ratio that p 7 comma 3 divides ab in. Okay, so now to find the ratio, we know that the unknown ratio is going to be m1 is to m2, right? Are you following me, Zef, so far?
Yes, sir.
Yep. So the unknown ratio is going to be m1 is to m2, but I am going to simplify this ratio into a little different way, and I will use that. So m1 is to m2 is something that I'm going to write as m1 is to m2, and then I'm going to write this whole m1 by m2 as k is to 1. Okay, this whole value of m1 by m2 I'm writing as k is to 1. Okay, so now this becomes my new m1 and this my new m2. Okay, so let us see how we will find the ratio now when we have the coordinates. So we have this thing with us here. Now this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2, this is x, and this is y. And this is our m1 is to m2. Okay. So k into x2 is 8 plus 1 into x1 is 4 divided by k plus 1, comma k into x y2 is 5 plus 1 into minus 3 divided by k plus 1. Okay, p7 comma 3 is equals to 8k plus 4 divided by k plus 1 comma 5k minus 3 divided by k plus 1. All right, and now this is our x coordinate and this is our y coordinate. Now we can choose any one of them. We can use any one of them to find the value of k. Okay, if I have the value of k, I will substitute it over here and then I will have the answer. Let me show, let me make it clear. Let us compare the coordinates of y. 3 is equals to 5k minus 3 divided by k plus 1. Okay, we have this. This would be 3k plus 3 is equals to 5k minus 3. If we cross multiply this and this is by 1, this. Okay, now let us bring constant values to a side and variables to a side. Okay, this would be 6 and this would be 5k minus 3k is 2k. 3 is equals to k. Okay, the value of k is 3. So basically k is equals to 3. That implies 3 is to 1 is the ratio. And that was the ratio that we had in the initial question also, right? Here Okay, so this is going to be the basic case of this whole exercise 3. Okay, and now from this formula, let us also derive one other formula. Okay, if we are talking about midpoint. Okay, we spoke about midpoint here, right? Instead of a ratio 1:3, let us say the line is the point M is dividing in 1:1 midpoint. Okay, M is the midpoint here literally. So if M is the midpoint, then these values M1 and M2 will become 1 into x2 plus 1 into x1, and then this would become 1 into y2 into 1 into y1, and then this would become 1 plus 1 2, and then this would also become 2. Okay, so if point M is the midpoint, like if we have, let's take these points. Okay, we had this point with us, a comma 4 comma minus 3 and b 8 comma 5. Okay, now midpoint of AB, midpoint of AB. So midpoint of AB is literally going to be, midpoint is equals to 4 plus 8 by 2 comma minus 3 plus 5 by 2. Okay, so this would be 8 plus 4 is 12, 12 by 2 is 6, comma 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 by 2 is 1. Okay, so this is going to be the midpoint of AB. All right, so this is the rudimentary structure of this, and since you have a lot of time in school also to do this chapter, we will leave it at this, and we will continue with triangles. That would be good, and that would keep us all on the same pace. Okay, any doubts so far? Feel free to ask any doubts. Okay,
No, sir.
no doubts?
No, sir.
No? Okay. All right, guys, what about you? Did you guys go over Saad and Umair? Are you guys done with example number 8?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What about you,
Yes.
Saad?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, okay, let's discuss whatever doubts you have in example number 8. Any doubts in example 8 so far?
Sir. No, sir.
No? No? Okay.
Yes, sir. Doubts.
Doubts? Okay, let us take the doubts then. Okay, let me copy the solution from NCRT. I'm not really doing well today, so let us skip as much writing as possible. Just a second. Okay, let me just switch to NCRT itself, to the PDF. Okay, can you see this? Can you see the PDF, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, all right, okay. So what's the doubt, Saj? Which particular section? Sad, come on.
Yes, sir. Sir, the first thing is like here the angles. How are the angles? Angle A equals to angle P, angle B. As
Mm-hmm.
they're component, that's why the angles are same.
The angles are same because we are told that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, right? This is triangle ABC. We have this. Okay. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Now, if we rotate it completely, okay, so this would be P, Q, and R. Okay, these two triangles are similar. Since they are similar, that is
Yes,
why
sir.
we are saying that angle A is equals to angle P. Angle A is equals to angle P, and then angle B is equals to angle Q, and then angle C is equals to angle R. That is why we are saying that they are same since the triangles are similar.
Okay,
Okay,
sir. And
right.
in here, so from one, they're saying that 2 a.m. by 2 p.m. equals to CA by RP. And in the next page, it's written as,
In equation number three,
huh?
in this particular section.
Yeah, this one.
Mm. So what they are doing here is basically,
They're cutting the two.
yes, they are multiplying two here from one. They use this particular property here, CA by RP. Okay, and then this is when you say that these two triangles are similar. AB by PQ is equals to BC by QR. This is because these two triangles are similar, right? These two triangles are similar. That is why we are writing this AB by PQ, right? From this, what we are
Yes.
saying is that AB is equals to 2 AM. Why we are saying AB is equals to 2 AM? Because CM is the median. Now this whole CM is the median, right? We discussed it
Yes.
yesterday that median divides the opposite side. The median is drawn from C to AB. So what this line CM is doing is that it is dividing AM and CM and AB in two equal halves. Okay. So if we are dividing AB in two equal halves, we can say that AM is equals to MB, right? So 2 times AM is equals to AB. We can say this, and then 2 times MB is equals to AB. We can say this also. Both are true, right?
Yes.
So, but to prove what we are proving here, triangle AMC is similar to triangle PNR, we are going to use this particular value. 2AM is equals to AB. So instead of AB, I am writing 2 times AM. Okay. And similarly in triangle PQR, here also the median RN is going to divide PN is PQ in the PQ like this. PN is equals to NQ. So 2 times PN is equals to PQ. 2 times 2 times NQ is equals to PQ. Okay. But to prove our case here for this triangle, we are going to use 2 times PN is equals to PQ. So instead of AB, I'm writing 2AM, and instead of PQ, I'm writing 2AM. So basically, I'm using this ratio and this ratio. Okay. And that I'm showing here in 3. Okay. So when I wrote that, I cancelled out the 2's here. The 2's here are cancelled out. Okay. Since these 2's are cancelled out, I have two sides that are equal. These are two sides.
Yes.
Side is equals to side, two sides in the same ratio. And then from 2 here, okay, from 2 we know that uh, angle angle A is equals to angle B. Angle MAC is angle A, right? And angle NPR is angle P, right? Is that right?
Yes,
That
sir.
makes sense. So what we are showing here is this side, this angle, and this side, this angle, and this side. These are in SAS criteria, right?
Yes.
AM by PN. This is one side. AM by PN. AM by PN. This is our first side, and then we have our angle. Angle A is equals to angle P, and then we have another side. AN, not AN, CA, AC by PR, right? This is SAS,
Yes.
and by SAS we can say that these two triangles are similar, AMC and PNR, right? Does that make sense? Is it making sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what we did here. Okay, this question involves a lot of, back and forth of using the same information again and again. Okay, all right. So now when we have this thing here, we will be reusing the information again and again. once we have proved the information. Okay, so for now we have proved triangle AMC is similar to triangle PNR. Now we have to also prove that CM by RN, okay, the ratio of this CM by Rn, the median is equals to AB by PQ. Okay, now how will we do that? Now we will use the existing information that we have here. Now from triangle SAS similarity, we can say that CM by Rn is equals to CA by RP. Now this is going to be a little confusing, so look at it very carefully. Okay, when we have proved the similarity of triangle AMC and triangle, this is our triangle AMC and this is our triangle PNR. This is AMC and this is PNR, right? Now we are being asked to prove this particular thing, but now we are going to first of all use this thing from here, CM by RN. We can say that this is equals to CA by RP. Is that making sense? How can we say that CM by RN is equals to CA by RP?
Because half 2 cm by RN is equal to C.
Almost there, but almost there, almost there. We need to prove CM by Rn is equals to AB by PQ. CM by Rn is equals to like we are writing this from this particular triangle, right? For this triangle, if we say that these two triangles are similar, we can say that CM by Rn is equals to AM by PN, and then I can say that what else? What other side is left? AC by RP. I can say this, and I can
Yeah.
say angle A is equals to angle M is equals to angle not M angle M. I can say all angles are equal, right? Okay, so we are using this particular thing from here since these two triangles are similar now. But we know, but we also know from one that CA by RP is equals to AB by PQ. Now CA by RP is equals to AB by PQ comes from these two triangles being similar, the bigger triangles being similar. If the bigger triangles are similar, we can say that in the bigger triangle CA by RP is equals to AB by PQ. We know that triangle
Yeah.
ABC is similar to triangle
So we can
P. Mhm.
simply put that CM by RN is equal to 2 AM by 2 PN. Therefore, CM by RN is equal to AB by PQ.
We can also do that. We can also say that. But we are using the using we are saying once tell me what you were saying. I'm a little
CM by RN is equal to 2 AM by 2 PN.
CM by Rn is equals to 2
AM by 2 PN.
AM by 2 PN. Okay, CM by Rn. Okay, we cannot make that conclusion. We cannot say that because when we talk about medians, the median
Hmm?
CM is the median, Rn is also the median, right? The median will divide the side AB in two halves.
Yeah.
So what we can say there is AM is equals to MB. We cannot make a relation directly between median and the opposite side. We can make this relation that AB is divided in two halves. PQ is divided in two halves, but we cannot say that CM by RN is equals to two times of the side that it is dividing. That is not the conclusion that the median gives us. What you are saying is factually wrong because that is not the or else is there any relation that I'm not saying here? Because in terms of median, you cannot make that argument. You are making that argument in the case of median, or
Yeah.
in what context? If you're making that in median context, then that is wrong. because medians, the relation between median, CM is median and RN is median. These are two medians. There is no relation between CM and AB directly. The relation is between M and AB and N and PQ. Okay, that M is dividing AB into equal halves, N is dividing PQ into equal halves. That is the factual case here. Okay,
Yeah, so Q1 will be equal to NP, right?
Q1 is equals to NP. Q1 is equals to NP. Yes, that is true. That is true. Two equal halves meaning they will both be equal.
Yeah, so 2Q1 will be equal to QP, right?
So repeat that once again.
So 2PN will be equal to QP, right?
2PN is equals to PQ. Yes, that is true. That is true.
That's what we did it, right? 2AM and 2 by 2PN is equal to AB by PQ.
Where are we heading with? To over here. Are you talking about this step that we used it
No,
here? No. Which step are you talking about?
the second one,
The second step. Like we have equation numbers here. Tell me the equation number once.
6.
Equation number 6. See, equation number 6 is not coming from any median. Equation number 6 is coming from this fact that triangle AMC and triangle PNR are similar. Triangle AMC is similar to triangle PNR. We proved this. This particular thing is written from this case. CM by RN is equals to CA by PR. This is written from this fact. 6 is written from this fact.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
This is not written from median. This is written from this particular fact that we proved. Okay. And
Hmm.
this is true. There is one relation between CM by RN and CA by RP. Then another relation between CA and RP is that it is equal to AB by PQ. Now this particular ratio, this particular thing we are finding here also.
Hmm.
AB by PQ is equals to CA by RP. Okay, and that is what
Yeah,
we need to prove. CM by, like we know this, you know these, you know this, right? If AB is equals to BC, then BC is equals to B is equals to C, then we can say that A is equals to C. Here,
yeah.
this is A, this is B, this is B, this is C. Now, since these two are same, we can say that these two are also going to be same. That is CM by RN is equals to AB by PQ.
Hmm.
Right? Makes sense.
Yeah.
Are you following this, Sad? This is making
Yes,
sense
sir.
now? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. So, are you following this, Zeb?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Now we proved the other thing also here. We are done with 1 and 2. Now we need to prove other half of the triangles are also similar. Okay. So now we are at 3. So from 1 we will take this particular thing now. AB by BC is equals to okay. Now we will be using this particular thing here. Okay. So we have this from here, and then this is from there, from the main big triangles, and then we are also going to write CM by RN is equals to BC by QR. Okay. Why are we writing this? Because we already proved that AB by PQ is equals to CM by PR, CM by RN. Here we already proved this, right? Just a second. Let me. This is proved, right? Now this is given. Okay. Now we can also say that Cm by Rn is equals to Bc by Qr. Why? Because how do I explain it? Just a second. Cm by now here we have this thing. Now this is A, this is B, and this is B, and this is C. All right. Okay, so we can say that A is equals to C, which is Cm by Rn is equals to Bc by Qr. We can say this. Is it making sense?
Yeah.
Right. So we have this here with us, and then we can now we need to prove these two triangles. Let us first have these two triangles in front of us. Okay, MBC and triangle RNQ. We need to prove this now. CMB and RNQ. Okay, so we need to prove that Cm by Rn is equals to, we will have to prove this, Cm by Rn is equals to Mb by Nq is equals to Bc by Rq. We need to prove this or some sort of similarity. We will have to use some sort of similarity. Okay, so first of all, we have this. We've already proved Cm by Rn is equals to Bc by Rq. This thing is done. Cm by Rn is equals to Bc by Rq. This is done. Now we are left with proving this one last thing, Mb by Nq. Right. To prove this, we will be using the things that we left. 2 times Mb is equals to Ab, and 2 times Nq is equals to Pq. Okay. So Cm by Rn is equals to Ab by Pq. Right. We have this with us. Cm by Rn is equals to Ab by Pq. We can say that. Everyone is following this particular thing, that how did we write this? Cm by Rn is equals to Ab by Pq. Sad and Zeb, are you guys following?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So since we can write this, we can say that instead of AB, I can write 2 times MB and 2 times NQ. 2 times MB and 2 times NQ. And then
Yeah.
if I cancel out 2 and 2, Cm by Rn will give me Bm by NQ. Right. So I have this, I have this. So these two. Okay, just. So now by these two, I can say that by SSS similarity, these two triangles are going to be similar now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit lengthy, but it's interesting that it brings everything together, brings in your whole, idea of seeing triangles. Okay. It's lengthy, but it's good to revise. And why this
Yeah.
example? Because if you go to this exercise, example, question number 6.41 is in, yeah, question number 14. Question number 14 has the opposite of example number 8. In example number 8, we were given that AB is similar to PQR. Okay, and we had to prove three things. In this particular question now, they are telling us that the things to prove are true here, and then we need to prove the given thing here. Okay, same figure. Okay, same things are given, just a little bit of changes in notation. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are two big questions that can be asked in exam from NCRT, because if you go and look at the past year paper, this particular question and this particular question was asked. Either of this was asked. I think this one was asked in 25 paper. Okay. So these are good questions, good way to confuse people, and then also to give everyone a fair play to score marks. That if someone has done the chapter thoroughly or the book thoroughly, then only then can they do this question. Okay. So you can do this again to understand. Okay. And for now, let us stop here. I'm tired because I have a viral fever. So
Yeah.
in the next class, please do bring your doubts from triangles. Okay. Let us wrap up this chapter in the next class. Don't ignore your examples. Don't ignore exercise problems. Okay. Let me just show you. I'm not really making things up about such a easy question being asked in the paper. Okay. Let me show. This is your 2025 paper. Okay. From the NCRT CBSE website, not the NCRT website. Now,
So
if you
2025 is this year.
2025, I mean 24, 2025 paper. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now you guys will be 25, 26 batch. All right. So I mean 25 paper meaning this batch. So this paper is already done. Okay. So in which set did you get this question? Okay, not in this set, but okay, look at this question. This particular question.
So it's the same paper for everybody, right?
Huh?
The same paper for everybody, right?
Yeah, you have the same paper for everybody, but I can't remember exactly in which set. But some sets will have one or two different questions. I've noticed that. But the point being, this question is from NCRT. Let me just show you this particular question. Question number, these two questions.
No, that means like people say sets. What are sets? Like everybody in the world get like whoever does CBSE does gets the same paper, right?
CBSE gets the same set. Yes, you are right about that. And I don't know why I can't find that particular problem in this. Just a second. Let me look at it. Let me look at another set here. Yeah. Can you look at this problem?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. This particular figure and this particular figure, or this, yeah, this one. Yeah, different sets. This set is set 2 1, and this set is set 1 1.
Hmm.
Slightly different questions, not slightly different question, different questions. But if even this question number QR by QS, this particular figure, remember this particular figure. Let me show you.
Yeah, sir.
Where is it?
Uh,
It is
yeah,
over
question number
here.
four.
Sir, 6.19.
Question number four.
Question number 4.
6.19.
6.19.
Yeah, the question number four.
Oh, question number 4. Yep, yep. Is that the one? Question number 4. Oh my god, I can't. I think it's a different question. Just a second. Yeah, this one. This one. 6.36. QR by QS, QT by PR. This figure. Now look at this. Same question. Exactly the same. Okay. Look at this question. PR is equals to 6 centimeters. Find PQ plus QR. I think this one is from exercise 6.1 because, yep, 6.1. The basic point being that questions come from NCRT, so don't skip the questions here. Okay. I can't pinpoint exactly where I saw these questions, but these are from NCRT. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, take care of yourselves. Don't fall sick. Okay.
Yes,
Viral
sir.
fevers and viral infections are rampant. Yeah. Point being this, that yeah, NCRT is there. You can go and download these sets from CBSE past year papers. Okay. CBSE past year class 10th. And when you head over here, mathematics standard. Okay, this is, you will download a whole 52 MB file. In that you can find all these things. Okay, so bring your doubts from triangles tomorrow or whenever we are scheduled on Monday or Sunday. Okay, let's do them
Mm.
and let's wrap up triangles, or let's take another day or a class with triangles also. Okay, but do go
Okay.
over questions that seem tough, but also don't do questions from other books right now for pre-boards. For pre-boards, complete your NCRT completely well and thoroughly, and then when you will appear for final exams, then you can move to other external books other than NCRT. Okay, that would be a good way to complete the book also, and then also have time and enough brain to feel like, okay, now I can move and do other books, since I have completed the standard book that is given. So now I can think about scoring other books. All right, so I will see you guys tomorrow then. Okay, take care of
Okay.
yourselves. Okay,
Bye.
all right, chalo, you can leave the meeting. Okay, bye bye, take care of yourself.
Okay.